Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Oh, I'm cupped up. Who else? Who's cupped up? Let me see it.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm not putting the
Good.
but
Welcome, everybody, to 1 Million Cups, our virtual discussion. I'm Kate with the Downtowners. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of things. 1MC. I showered for this morning. I assume Peter has. His hair looks good. Everyone else looks pretty on point, you know. I think looking great. So want to welcome you to the discussion. We're still going to go through our 1 Million Cup stuff at the beginning. We've got some community announcements, talk about what 1 Million Cups is, but then we're having a meta 1 Million Cups. Adding sugar to it a little bit this morning. It's going to be great. So first off, as always, we join every Wednesday morning, usually at Dakota Stage and virtually during COVID here. But today we're all virtual. And as always, we ask you to download and check in on the 1 Million Cups app. That helps Kaufman track who's coming, but also gives you announcements. You can get emails. Like if you showed up at Dakota Stage this morning, if you were signed up for the app, you would know that you shouldn't go there this morning, which is great. So check that out. What is 1 Million Cups? 1 Million Cups is a free weekly program that usually gives local startups, entrepreneurs, community builders a chance to engage with our community and get some feedback. How can we change the face of our entrepreneurial community by sharing 1 Million Cups together? Also, got to thank our sponsors. They're just bringing it every week. Some of them are here in front of you. All of them are here in front of you, actually, which is great. And we appreciate all of their support, especially this year. It's been a weird year, challenging year, but appreciate all of their support for 1 Million Cups. So we are, we got quite a lineup today, I think, of what we're going to talk about. But usually a few things that we do is we do community announcements every time at 1 Million Cups. And we have a few here that we're going to chat with you about. I've got a couple. If you guys haven't seen, there might still be a little bit of money left. Tyler, is there any money left? Do you know?
a little bit. I think we're good for now.
Right, we're might be scraping the bottom of the barrel. There's a little change in the bottom. So get your application in if you haven't for the Economic Resiliency Grant. This is for businesses to purchase things to stop or slow the spread of COVID-19. This could be sanitation stations. It could be touchless payment systems, things like that. And this is from the North Dakota Department of Commerce. So you can go to ndresponse.gov and find all of that information. Also want to mention that our friends at the North Dakota Women's Business Center are doing office hours after every 1 Million Cups for the near future. And so they're still going to be there today at Terra Nomad from 10 to 11 a.m. doing free 15-minute sessions. Check them out. They might be watching from there already. So hi, guys. I hope you had a granola bowl. Delicious. Also want to talk about the opportunities for COVID testing in Bismarck and Mandan. If you haven't seen, the task force launched this sort of business subcommittee, a part of our Bismarck-Mandan COVID task force, and just announced yesterday that they're going to have even more testing sites and days of the week available. So please take advantage of those. I believe they are all free, but it really speeds up the process to go to testreg.nd.gov. 15 minutes. In and out usually, unless you're at a really busy time. We were just discussing the virtues of the throat or nasal swab. Both have ups and downs. So, but totally worth it, especially if you're at Sturgis, go get your test. And also just want to mention again, if you have not already taken the census, please go to census.gov. One of our awesome organizers, Kayla Schmidt, is a census, I believe it's called an enumerator. And she's pounding the pavement, trying to get North Dakota some cash. So take your census, either talk to Kayla or one of your enumerators, or go to census.gov and take your census. So this is my team this morning. Tyler, CTB, beard's looking great. Peter, co-schedule, loving the hair. Even though you have a child, you're still doing it. Evan and Ganya. Ganya broke Evan's wrist. How's it going? Yeah. It's been a couple weird weeks for this crew here, Evan and Ganya, but sounds like Evan's on the mend. Yeah.
He is. Yeah, I'm doing good. Thank you, Kate.
But he can't backhand anybody just yet. So if you get out of line, Ganya will have to keep you in line. But so what we want to talk about today is what we're doing at 1 Million Cups. We've added some new things this year, as well as opportunities for people to get engaged and get involved in 1 Million Cups. And so I think we're going to throw it off to our pal Peter and talk about something that he has, this is kind of near and dear to your heart, is the job board that we've added this year. Peter, how did you come up with it, and why did you want Bismarck to have this job board?
Yeah, so it's, as Kate was saying, it's kind of a new initiative that we took on. It's been about 3 or 4 months ago when we first started the discussions there. But for a while now, it's a consistent challenge for Bismarck Mandan employers to keep a qualified workforce, bringing in new young professionals. So we thought, why not use our platform to help where we can? So it's kind of as simple as that. It's a need in Bismarck Mandan specifically. There are a few other 1 Million Cup chapters that have adopted something similar. So a little bit stealing of ideas from what other people have done as well. But yeah, the goal is to get the word out, not only as a value add to those that might be tuning into 1 Million Cups or showing up, but also to our sponsors or any companies that are looking to get more involved with the 1 Million Cups community. So yeah, go ahead.
So first off, Peter, we don't call it stealing. We call it R&D, rip off and duplicate.
Okay.
And
yeah,
that
sounds much better.
Yes. Yeah, go for that. So you made a slide for us. Tell people how they can participate in the jobs board.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. We are doing the jobs board the first Wednesday of each month. So that's kind of the plan going forward, is that the first 1MC event of each month will include this jobs board. It's at the beginning of the event, along with the other community announcements, similar to what Kate was just going through. So yeah, you can either just show up and grab the mic, tell us about any of the open jobs that you might have available or that you know about, or if you'd like to be a little bit more organized and want an actual slide to show up on the screen while you talk, happy to do that for you as well. So we just need that slide sometime before, typically a day or two before would be appreciated. But yeah, if you'd like that to show up on the screen while you talk about the positions, where people can find to apply to those positions, that's kind of the idea of that live job board.
I just need to, anybody who wants to talk with us this morning, just put stuff in the chat on Twitter or Facebook. But I do see that we do already have a comment here from Lakin. I have a deep appreciation for all the beards on the 1MC team. Thanks, Lakin. Appreciate it. I didn't think it looked that bad.
I think the lower quality of the video makes it look a lot thicker than mine actually is. So if you saw me in person, it probably wouldn't look as thick.
Yeah, I think it's also obscuring the gray in my beard, which I appreciate.
Now that I have a child, I have a few popping in too. So you're not alone, Tyler.
Damn kids. Damn kids.
Well, hey, just a quick comment too on Peter's job board. I know we've had some folks show up in person. We've also had people just send in slides, and I just really like it when people come in person and can talk firsthand about the opportunities, talk about their company. I think that adds tons of value. So I really encourage employers to do that if they can.
Yeah, that's great. It always adds another layer of connection when we can see you in person. Hopefully with your mask on, don't cough on us, don't lick on us. But, you know, really appreciate having people in person. And Peter, I know you guys at CoSchedule, you guys have openings. You know, talk about maybe how 1 Million Cups, is that the crew that you want to get in front of in terms of the openings that you have? Or, you know what I mean? Like if you're looking for an employee, there's a wide array of people that come to our 1 Million Cups.
Yeah, and so first off, I'm going to put a disclaimer that I'm not on our HR department. I'm on the sales team here at CoSchedule, but I think based on what Brandy, who's our HR person, has said, anytime you can take advantage of job boards, or the more avenues you can get the information out, the better. So I know Fargo has a really strong following of one MC every week, so we've leveraged that in Fargo as well because we have offices and hiring there. And so we thought it'd be great to be able to do that here in Bismarck as well. So we know a lot of younger people as well tune into 1 Million Cups, but we don't just hire young people, but it's a great audience to get in front of a lot of entrepreneurship. Either they own their own businesses or they're interested in that. And us being a startup, that's a perfect personality to bring on board here at CoSchedule.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Peter. Again, if you are interested, even if you've never come to 1 Million Cups, you've got a job and you want to come and let everybody know about it. Again, that is the first Wednesday of each month at Dakota Stage, or you can send in a slide. And then just send it in through our Facebook or Twitter accounts and we can grab it up there. Please make it something that's in landscape, hopefully, and as best you can. But Peter put this together and it looks
I was just gonna say, I mean, if I can do this slide, you guys can do your own job slide. So my graphic skills are very limited.
Well, it looks great, Peter, and we're happy that you have added this extra touch of flavor to our 1 Million Cups every month. So if you're looking, or you're just interested, again, we connect with us at 1 Million Cups, and we can get you that opportunity for all the job board things that we've got going on at 1 Million Cups. Maybe I'm gonna switch a little bit here, but I want to talk about sort of tech opportunities here with 1 Million Cups. And so if you guys didn't know, our 1 Million Cups chapter looks phenomenal. And that's no shade at the ones that are meeting in other areas, but we're like bumping in a theater. We've got, DJs and tech people and screens and lights, and probably get a smoke machine pretty soon. And that all happens because we have a phenomenal tech team, but they have to be there every week, and there's just a couple of them. So maybe Evan and Ganya talk about, we're looking for some people to maybe get trained in and join on the tech side.
Absolutely. We've had several people working the tech booth right now. We've got mainly Adam and Jaden that are up there week in and week out, and they are having a blast up there. And you're right, Kate, they're just killing it. And they're constantly adding, we have little spinny camera on the stage one week, and then we've got additional cameras that they're adding, but it's an awful lot of work for these guys, and I think they're always looking for a little bit of help. So I know for those two personalities, it's like the perfect, they have so much fun up there. So I guess we're always looking for people like that, people that maybe dabble a little bit in some of the video tech. He's got his TriCaster up there. There's a soundboard. There's a cool shot. So there's all kinds of gadgets and equipment up there. And they're happy to mentor, any new volunteers. So it's not like you're getting thrown up there and expected to do, everything all at once. But for the right people, that could be a really, really fun opportunity, I think.
Like they have it dialed in, but they're also flexible, that they're always looking for things to enhance the experience. As Evan said, it was this year with a lot of stuff going virtual, they added in some trivia at the front end so that the screen is moving in the beginning. It's not just a static screen. And now they've added in like fun graphics for the national days. So whatever national day it is, we have something goofy, and I'll bring up some of those in a little bit. And as Evan said, the extra cameras. So now we have an audience cam. So it's not just us watching the person on stage, but there's something watching you as well. And so they've got it dialed in, so it would be easy to learn, but you also have the chance to come up with ideas and make it your own.
Yeah. So if you bring a piece of experience that they don't have, perhaps could even bump it up that much further. We'll go prime time.
Yeah. Good luck. Maybe just one caveat, Evan and Ganya, can get kind of warm up there. And so if you're not comfortable sweating with those two guys,
Rumor has it they rarely wear pants up there. I've not actually witnessed that personally, but
there is a rumor going around about that. Yes.
you gotta stay cool. You know, you gotta stay cool. It's been pretty hot. Evan and Ganya, maybe talk about opportunities for students to jump in on that too. I mean, we've got a lot of students in the area. Maybe a good job for them.
Oh, I think it'd be a great job. I think it's kind of boils down to almost like an internship. It could give them some experience that they could leverage later on, and again, just kind of expand on what they know.
Well, and if I was a student and I wanted to learn this area, I would want to mentor with Adam and Jaden. I mean, they're unbelievable.
Yeah, their passion for what they're doing up there is palpable,
and their knowledge. They're both just amazing. So I would want to be up there with them learning that.
Yeah.
Plus, hey, you get to put microphones on all of our speakers, and some are pretty good looking.
Yeah.
I love it. Adam and Jaden said they were gonna go like have a like Bloody Marys this morning and stuff. So
right.
They're probably.
Hopefully they're out there and we can, hey guys.
Yeah, hopefully
you're having fun and
have one for us.
Now the heat in the booth is actually a really, really good thing in the wintertime. In fact, we get a lot of people hanging out up there in the wintertime, just kind of warming up a little bit. So it's a spa.
Yeah, spa, no pants. This is what the organizer team is all about, talking about your beards, talking about potentially pantsless tech people. I mean,
we are all business.
Yeah, very serious.
Yeah,
I would throw in some additional kudos to Jaden and Adam. If you went up in that tech booth like 2 years ago, maybe even a year ago, it was a mess. There were tons of old equipment. You could barely walk up there. So they've been instrumental in upgrading a lot of the equipment that we are using now. They've cleaned up that whole booth, and I know Dakota Stage has really benefited from that as well. So that's really kudos to them for kind of taking that on.
Yeah, it's an old building. It's flooded a number of times. You never know. So you get to kind of test your MacGyver skills, MacGruber, whatever, however old you are. You'll know one of the two. So
if I could add a quick story to this as well. I know we're all heaping praise on Adam and Jaden this morning. Well deserved. Those guys are awesome. They're honestly tech artists up there. Like with our host site, the Dakota Stage Theater downtown. It's a small nonprofit community theater, right? So every piece of equipment up there is being stretched a little past its useful shelf life, which they have to do. We love our small community theater. It's a great venue for us. But it requires Adam and Jaden to really stretch their tech ability every morning. There's been plenty of mornings where it's 10 minutes before we go live and we have no lights for some reason, or the internet connection isn't going, or 2 microphones are down, and I'm losing my mind because my MacGyver skills are not great in that space, and I'm pacing, sweating, and they're just, we'll just do this, and then we just do this, and then it works every time. And every Wednesday morning, it seems like there's another issue to troubleshoot for those guys, and they're just cool as can be. Really good at what they do, and just to second the opportunity to learn from them, especially for high school students or college students that want some experience in live event production. I don't think there's a better opportunity in Western North Dakota to learn from 2 that are really good at it and to be part of a really fun team. So I'll second that opportunity as well.
And the cool as a cucumber thing too. I'm glad you mentioned that, Tyler. I've noticed that many times. I mean, it's T-minus 2 minutes and somebody wants to add a slide. So they're building a slide and you look at these guys and it looks like they have 4 hours left. They're like, yeah, getting it done. And it always just comes off seamlessly. When it's go time, everything just works. And it's amazing what they do up there.
Oh, yeah. Although I don't know, now I don't know if we're going to get people to sign up because it sounds like it's always been chaos.
But it doesn't feel like chaos. That's just it. It just totally, it's all cool.
But hone those problem-solving skills.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's real world experience. If you want to get into those fields, or you're going to be doing that, that's exactly what happens all the time. You chew a piece of gum and chew it or something and get her done. So they've done a great job. Peter, can we say something bad about them just so that people feel more comfortable maybe volunteering?
Oh boy, put me on the spot. No, there's nothing bad about them. I don't know.
I will say that.
Yeah.
Oh, I know this isn't bad though. This is actually them being gentlemen. Oh. So the day they added the camera that pointed back at the audience, I was not aware that this item had been added. and I was the mic runner. And Tyler was on stage, and I was wearing this obnoxiously bright orange shirt that matched the 1MC colors. And I was trying to get Tyler's, we had a question in the audience, and I was trying to get Tyler's attention on stage to say, hey, there's an audience member. And I had been trying for a while, and I was starting to lose my patience. Sorry, Tyler. And so, no, I was starting to get desperate. So I was in the back of I got behind everybody else where I thought no one could see me except for this camera on the stage. And I was doing YMCA with this bright orange shirt on, and I'm doing high kicks and all kinds of stuff. And later, and I did Tyler, I got Tyler's attention. We asked the question, life was good. Later, I learned that camera had been taking, periodic shots, and the guys sent me a screen capture of me dorking out. And as I was having a panic attack saying, gosh, do I need to sell my house and leave Bismarck? They said, no, we pulled that down from the live stream. So I have to say
they do have,
yeah,
they do have a lot of power, so it's best to keep it on your good side.
They do, they really do. So I cannot say anything bad about them because that picture still is in existence. And if I say anything bad,
Leverage.
It's going to see the light of day.
Adam and Jaden, if you're listening, just send that to my email.
We'll have no problem.
Yeah, no problem distributing that.
We're chatting with our part of our organizer team here about the new opportunities and ways to get involved with 1 Million Cups Bismarck Mandan each week. Just talking about if you are interested, if you have some skills or want to learn some skills and join our tech team, we'd certainly love to have you there. Obviously, the people who are there now are great, and they weren't before they started. Only when they started doing the tech for us did they become awesome people. So definitely check that out. Tyler, I know Dom says Adam and Jaden are too good. That should bring them down a notch, right? Okay.
Yes.
So Tyler, I know you're gonna share your screen with us here, and we're gonna talk about some of the volunteer opportunities that we have going on at 1 Million Cups. As we said, we are a grassroots team of organizers. None of us does this as a full-time job. We're all volunteering because we love the 1 Million Cups setup. We love seeing everybody in the morning. We love this organizer team. Honestly, this isn't like the lame committee you're on. This is pantsless fun with great beards in the morning. And so, Tyler, I'm gonna pull your screen in here. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about how people can get involved in this pantsless circus that we've got going on.
Yeah, for sure. My screen up now. Sorry, I'm looking at my presenter view here. So
There it is. Yep.
we're in. Beautiful. Well, first, I just want to start off by saying this really is our 1 Million Cups organizing team is one of the funnest groups to work with. We have about 16 people that are involved in different capacities and at different levels. But all these folks, whether they are in our MC rotation or they're on the event production team, or they're just bringing ideas of potential speakers, or they're helping with random acts of art, they're all committed to our 1 Million Cups mission here in Bismarck and do an awesome job. And with the exception of Nate Schneider, they're all a lot of fun to work with. So, if you can get involved, we'll bring up some opportunities here, but we'd love to have others involved in our group. And of course, looking into 2021, I know some of these folks are on their second tour of duty in organizing our 1 Million Cups chapter that's been active for 7 years now in Bismarck, and some of them might be looking to take a step back next year. So we will have some holes to fill. Some of the opportunities we have there. So volunteer opportunities. Our organizing team, we meet as a whole team, or as many of us are available once a month on the second Wednesday of the month, right after 1 Million Cups. We kind of split the work into 4 different working groups. Those are speaker pipeline, event production or logistics, marketing, and then sponsorship and value adds are kind of the 4 areas we work in. The areas we could use the most help in, and I think the biggest opportunity for us to improve is really do a better job of filling our speaker pipeline. Kate has done a phenomenal job, and she's shouldered the load there of keeping our speaker pipeline full. But if we could get scheduled out 4, 5, 6 weeks, 2 months consistently, that allows us to work in some other spaces in event marketing, following up with our speakers, adding more networking and connection opportunities for both our 1 Million Cups community and our entrepreneurs that we put on stage. When we're kind of in scramble mode, which unfortunately a lot of times we are, to make sure we have somebody on stage the next week, that's our main focus, and we're always focused on the urgent rather than the important part of how do we really leverage the asset that our 1 Million Cups community is to provide max impact. So
Tyler, can I interrupt you? I saw an angry face come in on Facebook, and I saw this comment come through from Lakin. Nate is just the worst. And then I saw this come through. Nate Schneider, I don't know why I tried.
All right, welcome to one of our meetings.
So Nate Schneider with BizBand Chamber EDC. We love you, Nate. He's the best. He big times us too often. He usually has something better to do than work with us. But we do love Nate and the Chamber EDC, the partnership we have with them. Sorry, kind of an inside joke. Anytime we get the opportunity, we just like to rivet Nate a little bit. That's all. He's a lot of fun to make fun of. I get a great emotional ROI every time you Nate. So
I just want to warn everybody: if you throw shade at Nate, he's gonna throw it right back to you. Like
he will. Yes. No. I fully expect to be paid back there. So.
Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Tyler. That was an important comment that we needed to bring in while we're talking about volunteer opportunities. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay. Thank you. So yeah, the speaker pipeline is the thing we definitely need, or the area we probably could use the most help with. The really nice thing about that is you don't have to show up at meetings to help us with our speaker pipeline. If you have, so kind of what we're looking for speakers, not a sales pitch, not an investor pitch. The goal is to have people understand what you do and some of the challenges you've had in building your business. So we're looking for entrepreneurs and businesses that are less than 5 years old to speak, but any business we'll have on stage. A big theme that we're looking at the Idea Center at CTB is intrapreneurship. So not just entrepreneurship, but talking to folks that are in existing businesses, mature corporations, but are looking at internal innovative ideas or internal new concepts, new programs, new products to launch. That could be an entrepreneurial story too. So it's not just new businesses that we're looking for, although that's what we prefer. If you're at a mature organization or a mature business and you're launching a new program or a new initiative or a new marketing campaign or rebrand, we'd love to hear that story on the 1 Million Cup stage too. So be thinking about that as well if you're looking to help us with speaker pipeline. We don't have to limit our scope to just new entrepreneurs and new startups, although that is what we prefer. So if you want to be part of our speaker pipeline team, we meet the second Wednesday of the month with our big organizing team, our main organizing meeting of the month, and then also the fourth Wednesday of the month. We're meeting just myself, Kate, and Evan and Ganya are leading that team, and just to spitball ideas, kind of fill our speaker inventory, and then action plan for who's doing outreach, inviting folks to speak. But so if you'd like to be part of that team, you can message us on Facebook or email me, tyler@ctbnd.com, and we can get you plugged in there. But if you'd rather not and just have ideas for speakers, message those us. Let us know about those as well. Either message us on Facebook or email me, and we can get those folks in our speaker queue and make that invitation to them. So that's probably the biggest way you can help us really get a little more out in front of our schedule and allow our really awesome organizing team to spend more time on some of those more important pieces of really optimizing our 1 Million Cups community here. Yeah, speaker pipeline is one. Event production, Evan and Johnny talked about that. That's a big need that we've had for a long time. Our program is as pro grade as probably the top 5 1 Million Cups chapters across the country. There's 220 of them across the country, and we're in terms of the quality of our production, because of our production team, we're right up there with the top 5 or 10 of them in the nation. So that's awesome. But it also represents a vulnerability in that we're really dependent on Adam and Jaden and Jay Morgan, who had to. He's spent more time in Kansas City recently, but was really involved with our AV team previously. we're really dependent on those folks. And if we're not able to have some succession planning there, that could be a real hit to our program. So if you have Wednesday morning availability and are interested, if you know of any students who'd be interested in an internship, we could certainly put together some kind of training program for them. Please get them plugged into our team so we can start adding more skills and more talent and more folks to our AV production team. Lastly, I'd say with COVID, we've gotten a little behind on sponsorship this year. So we're still looking for sponsors for 2020 and into 2021. So if your organization would like to be a sponsor of 1 Million Cups, we are a grassroots volunteer organizing team. We consider ourselves steward of a community-owned program. A lot of our organizations that we work for allow us time to spend time on this, but the only expenses we don't have any staffing expenses. We do have to pay the rent at Dakota Stage. We pay for coffee every week. There are some tech needs that we have, different, whether it's a graphics card or a new piece for the TriCaster. There's things that come up there. So we do have a budget of about $12,000 a year that we need to raise money for. So again, if you're interested in sponsorship, if you know of an organization that you'd like to pitch that to, message us on Facebook or email me, and we'll make the right connection there.
Tyler, I'm going to jump in. Do you have another slide?
No, I think that's it.
So one other thing you can do, and Peter has been able to do this, Evan and John, all the people here also function as an MC. We need MCs that are up on stage. I believe that's how I got involved in 1 Million Cups. Janelle, who did this for a number of years, said, "Hey, would you MC? I know you like to talk all the time," basically. She didn't say that, but I assume that's why she asked me. And so if you're interested in MCing, you're comfortable on stage, you're good at asking questions to the presenters. Like I said, Peter, Tyler, Evan, and Ganya, myself, we all have MC duties as well as a few others. I got to pull this into the conversation because this is what reminded me of it. Nate, our organizer, probably the reason I don't get asked to MC, it would just end up being a roast of everyone who has wronged me. That might have to be a panel up there. So, wanted to point out that there are MC opportunities as well. Again, if you are interested in getting involved in 1 Million Cups, please reach out to us through Facebook, through Twitter, whatever it might be, any means of our communication, or just show up to the event and let us know if you're interested. We had a gentleman show up a couple weeks ago who wanted to get involved, and he sure did. Evan and Johnny, I want to put you on the spot because I think you were on before I was, but how did you guys get involved in 1 Million Cups?
Wow.
Marlo?
Yeah, I think I was on stage years and years ago with the body armor product that we were doing at the time. And I honestly don't even remember where we were meeting. It was a corporate conference room somewhere. And I guess that's how I first became aware of it. And then I guess it was much more recently when Janelle was kind of running everything through with Start Bismarck that I think we had some mutual connections and kind of got pulled back in and just are so fond of what 1 Million Cups is and what it does for the community. I think we just kind of, it wasn't a tall ask for us to get more involved. I mean,
plus we were always coming and sitting in the front row, so we were just asking for it, right?
Yeah. I think what we found week in and week out is, we were going there to give back. We were going there to ask hard questions, maybe share some experience, help the person on stage. And I think consistently we left the building feeling like we were the ones that took something away. Like we were more jazzed about our businesses and wow, let's go kill it today, And I think that's what really it's like, wow, this is such a win-win. And just getting to see a room full of people every Wednesday morning, it just, I don't know, everything about the format, everything about the experience just kept us involved and still does.
Right. Let's talk about one other thing. I know that, is near and dear to everyone here, their heart. We didn't call for artists. Random acts of art is something that we've kind of sprinkled throughout 1 Million Cups, but we've been more intentional about trying to have something there pretty frequently. So we just had a young violinist. We've had a balloon artist. We have, so any kind of art. We have had
Bagpipes.
Bagpipes. I was trying to remember the name of Kayla's fictional Midwest love romance thing. It's like
Poetry.
Something.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
But definitely, if you are an artist of any kind, we want to hear from you. Please reach out to us. I don't know who that guy is. That's just a stock photo we found. Some guy playing on the subway. But
I think that's the Bismarck cat bus system.
Yeah.
Must be.
And what we do with Call for Artists, if you are even a visual artist, we put your things up front and have you talk about them. We just have you come on stage and either perform or discuss your art for a few minutes. And that's just a way for us to showcase artists in the community. Evan and Ganya, I know you're a huge fan. Tyler and Peter also. It's just a great way to start the morning. It jazzes you up. So if you're interested, again, reach out to us on Facebook, on Twitter, private message us, show up, say, hey, I'm interested. I want to be one of your random acts of art. And random isn't, again, that's not shade. It's just, it is so random. Balloon artists, bagpipes. There's a variety there. Tyler,
I would also add, it doesn't even have to be performing arts. We've even turned the lobby into a little gallery before for paintings. And so any form of art is welcome. We'll do our best to accommodate and make you part of the program.
And if you didn't know, Peter's an amazing photographer, so maybe he'll be one of our random acts of art at some point.
That's.
Let me talk you up.
Kind.
Come on now. We talked about Adam and Jaden and how great they are. All right, Tyler, you wanted me to add this to the stream here.
Yeah. So this just kind of piggybacking on why we care about this work and what we're really trying to accomplish with 1 Million Cups. I think this is some of the quotes or some of the testimonials we got from speakers last year that spoke on our 1 Million Cup stage. And these are really the kind of connections and the kind of value we're trying to add for our entrepreneurs and for our folks in the audience. So Brandon's an awesome guy. He's got Aviary Ring Company, which he just launched in 2019. He said the powerful connections I made at 1 Million Cups led directly to increased revenue and opportunity to expand Aviary's target market. Brandon's doing a lot of neat things with Aviary, and it was great to have him on stage. We had Jim Cambites with Lightspring Solar. Jim talked about how presenting at 1 Million Cups benefited from the positive, critical, constructive feedback provided by our 1 Million Cups community, helped us refine and improve our company in ways we would probably not have imagined without the feedback for presenting in the public space. We have entrepreneurs, we have small businesses, but we also have nonprofits. So Jan, who wears a lot of hats in Bismarck, but her primary hat is extension specialist, Jan Stankiewicz. She's involved with Bismarcket, and they presented. We had a Bismarcket vendor day. They said they achieved their highest total revenue in Bismarck's 7-year history after presenting at 1 Million Cups. I can only imagine that's solely because they presented at 1 Million Cups. But they do a really good job with that program. It was a lot of fun having them on stage and highlighting their work and some of their vendors. So just wanted to put this out there that why we care about this work, why we want more people involved, and why we really want to get out in front of some of the challenges we have to tackle, because this is kind of a collective entrepreneurial pursuit that we're doing with 1 Million Cups here, and we know we can certainly improve too, and this is why we want to improve. Tyler,
just one other thing. You've got like 20 tabs open. What's going on up there on top of that?
I know. That's embarrassing. I feel like you can look under the curtain a little bit. And this is web browsers. You should see the 15 other web browsers I have open too.
Okay, we got Jan. She's listening. She's paying attention.
Well, hey, Jan.
Absolutely. Hey, Jan.
Well, Kate, if I could, I just to expand a little bit on our involvement and stuff too. I guess I always like to tell anyone that'll listen that when we first moved back to Bismarck about pushing 15 years ago now, none of this, there was nothing like this. We had a business that was helping entrepreneurs and inventors, and it was a very lonely place at that time in Bismarck. I remember when Carl Sovak and Dewey Teets approached us when they were thinking about creating an idea center. I mean, none of this existed. And so we've kind of got this perspective of what it was. Those were dark times by comparison. And now we've got 1 million cups. We've got Make Well. We've got co-schedule. We've got threefold. We've got everything CTV and the Idea Center is doing. And it's truly remarkable. And I think because of that perspective, we really feel that all of this is very precious and it's worth supporting. And I think especially for some of our younger audience that maybe weren't around for that, or maybe think it's always just kind of been like this. I guess I always like them to realize that no, this really is pretty special in our community. And I think that's really driving a lot of our energy to do whatever we can to support it.
Well, if you've got questions and comments, please put them in the chats. We've got one from one of our, most, I don't know if we had a punch card. I think his punch card would be super full. It's Cal and Kelly Cermak. He's there usually every week. And I'm just going to pull this up. It said, it would be great to see more students attending. I can tell with my almost 40 years of business experience, real life experiences, and their stories far outweigh anything you can learn from a book. Could BSC or the University of Mary through potentially Carl Sovak promote 1 million cups and possibly provide students with extra credit for attending. This is a great program. Kudos to you all. Thanks, Kelly, for the comments and suggestions. We appreciate that. Yeah, we'd love to see more students. I'm not sure how we have to wear pants, but still, we'd love to see them.
I think it's all we've talked about that, and I think it's really maybe working through the logistics or finding the right champions within some of those schools that can just kind of bust through those logistics and say, no, we're going to figure this out. We're going to, send a bus. We're going to give that credit. We're going to let them out of this class or whatever. I think I totally agree. They add a lot of energy, and I think they can come away with something too.
And the times we've had a student group come, they ask really good questions. You guys remember, right? They're just amazing.
Yeah, we'd love to see.
I think not only in attendance would be great to have more students, but even on stage too, especially kids in college who have ideas, who are going to be graduating with some ideas for what they might be doing outside of college. Be great to have them as speakers on stage and invite all their friends to come listen too.
Yeah. We've had Junior Achievement. We have had Lemonade Day folks up there. We've had Fizzly, a young man who's got a soda company. We've had, honestly, I think this was a number of years ago, but the gals who started Bismarck Magazine had initially come on to talk about, food trucks and things like that. So there have been a lot of students, I think, that have seen success through 1 million cups. Again, if you want to be successful, the way through is 1 million cups, right?
Oh yeah,
clearly.
That path.
The only way.
The only way. Yeah. Peter and Tyler, I know you have to jump off right at 10, so maybe I'll ask you quickly, how did you become involved in 1 million cups? How did you jump on the organizer team? Who asked you, and what blackmail did they have on you that made you say yes?
Well, we don't have to talk about that. That's why I'm still here. Okay. So actually, I was a 1 million cups presenter when I was involved with getting the Bismarck Community Food Co-op off the ground in 2016. I think I presented right before the food co-op opened. So that was kind of my first exposure to 1 million cups. Really liked the experience of speaking on stage, and it was as engaged and fun and smart of a crowd or audience or community that I'd seen at the time. So from there in 2018, I started working at CTB at the Idea Center, and we had the opportunity. There was a vacuum kind of for 1 million cups for somebody to jump on board and help the organizing team, and I took that opportunity and from there got to work with all the folks on this call and all the great folks I showed on that slide earlier. And this just finished up second year now as lead organizer for 1 million cups. So it's I think I love meeting all the entrepreneurs and all the people in the audience, but honestly, just being part of this organizing team, you guys are phenomenal. It's been so much fun building this team out and seeing everybody step up when needed. And
Tyler, There's a ghost. There's a ghost.
The golden retriever decided she wanted to make an appearance in here. So, but no, I think I'll give one more plug to getting involved on the organizing team. This group and the group on that slide, and yes, even Nate Schneider, some of the best people in Bismarck Mandan to work with, I think. And that's been the biggest benefit for me, is just the relationship building that comes with it.
And kudos to you, Tyler. Although we have many people that are helping out, the checks got to get written. You make sure you are driving this bus, as we have said. You're in the van. You're in the, conversion van, driving us all to a, hopefully not off a cliff, but to a great destination. So we appreciate all the work you do, Tyler, and all the time that you've put in. And maybe your ghost friend could come and help us organize 1 million cups.
She would.
Okay. Peter, I want to ask you too, because you're relatively new to the 1MC gig, but you've been a long time attendee of 1 Million Cups and intimately involved with the company that was pretty instrumental in helping getting it going. How did you get sucked in?
Yeah, so my initial involvement had actually nothing to do with CoSchedule. Kind of started through the Leadership Bismarck Mandan program through the Chamber of Commerce. So quick plug for that program. If you're not familiar with that program, it's awesome. 6-month program to really get plugged into the community. And then at the end of it, you do a community-based project. And so my group's project was the Bismarck Art Alley. And so my first experience with 1 Million Cups was coming on stage and presenting that idea. And I think we were halfway done with it at the time. So that was kind of my first experience, was being a presenter on stage. And then not long after that, I actually started working at CoSchedule. As Kate mentioned, our co-founders have been instrumental in supporting the program and starting it way back when. So they still do encourage all CoSchedule employees to at least attend, but get more involved if you'd like to with volunteer opportunities. So that's what kind of led me into starting going there and putting out the ropes on the chairs and that sort of thing. And then I think one day our MC backed out and Janelle asked me to MC and kind of got thrown into that. And I've been enjoying it ever since.
Yeah, Peter, you've done a great job. Talk about the emceeing gig just a little bit, and maybe Evan and Ganya too. What was it like to MC your first time around?
I mean, I think what's the saying? I mean, humans' most worst fear is public speaking. But I will say that our audience is very nice. It's not scary up there. It's a very relaxed environment. I've really enjoyed it. It's great for me personally. I view it as a kind of a professional development thing for me, being able to keep that public speaking experience and be able to do that. But it's really nice. It's cool just to hear the stories from our speakers. I think it's really inspiring to hear people have an idea for a business or a product and turn that into something. And so just hearing those stories, being on stage to be able to ask questions and get them to share about their idea or any other personal aspects of their life have been really, really fun.
And Evan and Johnny, you guys have been emceeing a lot too recently. How's it been going? You've racked out a couple of, boy, did you do a limerick, Janya? I was pretty sure one popped up recently.
It was G-rated. It was a good limerick. Yeah. In fact, I told my mom about that just recently because she is the author of said limerick. And but I have to say, so for me, one of the things that's really evolved, I'm going to go back to showering praise on our tech guys, is they make that MC job a lot easier. They have added slides over time that give you prompts when you're on stage. And they're also flexible, well, and also Kate, kudos to you, because Kate has prepared an MC checklist. Mm-hmm. And if you follow the checklist, you actually look like you know what you're doing, which is amazing. But the guys in the booth, if you go off script on your checklist, they will find the slide that you're talking about that wasn't the one you should be talking about at that moment. They put it on and you look like you were doing what you were supposed to be doing. Yeah. And at the end, they've added the slide that has the final question of the day. I mean, they've made it wonderful. I want to say my favorite part is when you're done with the main piece and you're sitting there and you're talking with the person, you're talking with the presenter, and you're you're just interacting with them. I think
Conversation.
it's more conversation. That's my favorite part, but also my most feared part is if you run out of questions and the audience has run out of questions.
That's some thinking on your feet time.
Yeah, and Peter knows because Peter and I have a deal. If I'm hanging there swinging in the breeze, Peter asked the question.
And Peter has done a great job.
And Peter's amazing.
Yeah, I think I would echo
opportunities for mic runners too. So if you want to be a mic runner, that'd be great.
I would echo all of that. I think early when I first emceed, it's been a while now, kind of the same nerves. Oh, geez, the people that have come before me have done it so well. And
like
I
think,
who tells great jokes. Exactly. And I guess I have found that I so look forward to it now. I mean, it's just because of that intimacy, that sitting down and really being able to dig and probe and ask questions of our presenter, and it's a highlight. It really is. I love it. I would recommend it to anybody.
Awesome. So many opportunities to get involved in 1 Million Cups. Again, please reach out to us. We've talked about a lot of the opportunities that we have available, whether you want to be on the organizing team, leading a speaker pipeline, or they just want to put ropes on chairs and run the microphone around. We've pretty much got anything from A to Z for you to get involved. Also, again, wanted to remind everybody that we've got the jobs board now that Peter is heading, and that is the first Wednesday of each month. All you got to do is either show up or send your slide. Nothing too complicated if you have an open job in the Bismarck-Mandan community. Also wanted to mention again, call for artists. We have our random acts of art. And if you're an artist in Bismarck-Mandan or the region, we'd love to showcase you at the beginning of our 1 Million Cups every Wednesdays. So lastly, usually we ask the question, what can we as the 1 Million Cups community do to help you succeed? I think maybe I'll just ask what, the four of us, the four of you plus me, 5, I can count. What's been your favorite part of 1 Million Cups, and why is it making fun of Nate? But maybe I'll start. Tyler, give us your best pitch of why people should jump on the 1 Million Cups train in Bismarck-Mandan.
Well, I already gave lots of props to our team, and I think that would be number one for me, is just getting to work with the awesome group of people that are involved organizing. Secondly, I think it's just the community. I think we have an incredible 1 Million Cups audience and kind of our tribe. We need to grow it, though. We need more people involved. So I think every week, probably the favorite part of my week is showing up Wednesday morning and getting to see all those folks. And obviously during COVID, we haven't seen as many, which is understandable and probably needed. But I can't wait for 2021, and hopefully we're back to normal times and we have our whole audience showing up of 50 to 75 to 100 people in that theater. And I think that's the biggest reason. It's just the connections and the networking, the relationship building with a bunch of really awesome people that you get access to.
Awesome. Thanks, Tyler. Dad of 1 Million Cups. Awesome dad of 1 Million Cups. Peter, what's your favorite part about being on the organizing team, and why is it balloon artists? Go ahead.
I would echo a lot of what Tyler said. I think a good analogy might be all the benefits of going to something like church without maybe the spiritual or the religious aspect, but the community involvement, the meeting cool people, free coffee, all those types of things are awesome to be a part of. So even if you're not being involved with co-schedule, 1 Million Cups in a volunteer capacity, even just showing up, bringing other friends to come to the events on Wednesday, I think the more people we can get involved in any sort of capacity, the more good we can do with the community.
Thank you, Peter. And Evan and Ganya, what's your favorite part about 1 Million Cups, and why is it being in Marlo Anderson's aura?
Well, there is that. I think for me, and I'm just going to share a quick story, is that the things that happen at 1 Million Cups. Well, of course, it's the team that puts it together, and then just the things that happen when we interact with the audience. So I had the honor recently of emceeing the Lemonade Day, one MC, and we're up there, and the young lady's sharing a story, and she's talking about where she donated her profits. And immediately a person, and we're talking, and as soon as we turn it over to the dialogue, hand goes up in the audience and says, I love what you're doing. I also support that same charity. I will match dollar for dollar whatever you bring in next year with your lemonade stand. And I mean, there were tears in the audience. It was very spontaneous. It wasn't planned at all. And it was just this connection that was made that was just incredible. And then I found out the next day, the young lady who had award-winning lemonade gave him a huge container of lemonade and gave me a huge container of lemonade, which I have shared with Evan in case he says I happen to really have. But it's those connections that we make and within our community.
And I think for me, certainly the organizer committee is a high point. I love that group. We have so much fun. We accomplish something that I think is really special. But I think for people that don't even want that level of engagement, just being in the audience has so much value. There are so many weeks that every empty seat in the place is kind of a shame in a way, because it's somebody that missed an opportunity. So I guess that, and I think Tyler said it too, just getting your friends, spreading the word. It truly is. It's a tribe, but we're a very welcoming tribe. We want new people, and it's that audience that's bringing the energy and bringing those questions and bringing those contacts, and it's really that those people are making it special. So I don't know. It's come and join us.
Yes, well, jump on the crazy train. We would love to have you be part of this group. I don't know how else to say it other than this is an awesome group of people. It's not like work. It's just being with awesome people who want to see Bismarck Mandan be better. And so if you want to be a part of it, again, at minimum, you can just show up, be in the audience, ask questions, and we'll take it all the way to you, having to do the budget if you want. If you love spreadsheets, hey, it's all yours. But we would love to see you at 1 Million Cups. We would love to see you get involved with 1 Million Cups, because like Tyler said, this is a grassroots team. This is all volunteer. And so if you're looking to get involved, even meet new people, you're new to the community, this is a great way to get your feet wet in the Bismarck Mandan community. So we are going to be back at 1 Million Cups at Dakota Stage next week. So join us either in person or on our social streams. And I want to thank everybody here for being a part of it. And hopefully this will be a fruitful conversation, and we'll see some new faces with pants, hopefully, our organizing team in the future. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your Wednesday.